of the year. All right, friends. Hey, welcome. It is your friend in flowers, Lisa Mason Ziegler, and I am so happy you are here today, friends, because it is all about Christmas and gratefulness and thankful for you. And look at this. Do y'all love this wreath? I made it. Unbelievable, right? And this is the Christmas wreath that actually hangs on my front door. And so, friends, this is our gratitude weekend, and I want to tell you a little bit about that. So let's take that aside. So welcome, friends, and I'm sorry we're going to have to take that off too. So, friends, I just want to say that this is the weekend that we've chosen for the last couple of years to just really say thank you to everybody, and it's just led us to bring out, we have a gratitude coupon code this week that's going to give you 20% off of any of the products that you find on our store or on our website, but it excludes, of course, gift certificates, courses, and the club. And you have to place at least a $25 order. And the code is TAKE20. TAKE20, and you have to enter this to get the 20%, right? And it goes through midnight on Sunday, y'all. And this is like your last push for Christmas gifts, right? This is the last live show before the shipping deadline for Christmas, which is actually Monday. So what you order this weekend should arrive to you in time for Christmas. And this is also good to use on our website. You can do it on the website or here inside the app. And so today's show, Suzanne and I are going to be going through our favorite gifts and stocking stuffers that gardeners and flower farmers will love. Y'all, we use all this stuff. This is the stuff that we're just so thrilled to have. We still have some 2024 grab bag seed sale little bundles still available, but it's very limited. Snap them up. And we're going to be looking at a couple of fresh flowers and maybe even some dried. And we have returning and new products. The returning is we're bringing some stuff back that we used to sell. We're able to get them again. And we have a new kit that I cannot wait to show you. And of course, I'm going to be doing a live prize drawing that we do every week. And so don't miss out on that. And then at the very end of the show, I'll do a little live Q&A where the team pulls out a couple of questions that you can submit now during the live show. You just put @Lisa in the comment and then type your question, and the team will grab those up and then pick out a couple. Now, we are so grateful to you for so many things, but one of those things is how you guys share about our show. Well, you just share about us in general, and we have so many new folks joining us each week, and that happens because you hit that share button that's down at the bottom of your app, and you can share that you're here and invite your friends to come, and we really, really appreciate that. And so something you really want to be sure to check, this is not just maybe do this, is to check your name, phone number, and email address in the app here for typos. It happens every week, y'all, and then we can't ship to you. The shipper will not accept it if they don't have a valid email and phone number. So please be sure and check that out. And remember that here inside the app, we offer seed packet only orders shipped for free. Is that awesome or what? And then we also have a cap on product shipping, meaning if you buy stuff, it doesn't matter how many items you get, you still just pay $9.95 in shipping, and we ship to all 50 of the United States. Now, if you're watching us from social media, first off, I want to say we're so glad you're here. Glad you found us. But I just want you to know that we have a phone app. And in the app, the experience is so different. It's easier to maneuver. It's easier to participate. You get to create favorites lists. You can watch replays. You can comment with the other live viewers, which there's always a great conversation going on over there. But most importantly, you can participate in the giveaway. You cannot do that from social media. So you can go over to your phone's app store right now and search Gardener's Workshop. It's free, and download it. It doesn't take but a second to get it on your phone, and then pop right in there and we'll be here ready and waiting for you, right? Now, we sell out every single week, and I know that we're going to sell out today of certain products while the show is going on. And you go to put it in your cart over the weekend, and it'll say, you know, out of stock, get notified. You might want to get signed up for that little notification to get dinged. That way, if we happen to have more stock that we can bring over from our big website, then you'll get a notification, which means then you can check out using the TAKE20 coupon code, right? So you just want to be sure to do that. And if you are seeing people posting the sunflower emoji, which, you know, is part of our logo here, those are people identifying themselves as our TGW family, and we absolutely love it when they do that. They're all of our online course students, people that we've helped to learn how to garden and to launch their flower farming businesses and to scale their flower farming businesses and expand them, and we absolutely love it when y'all do that. So, friends, I am giving away this week a $25 store credit. One lucky person is going to go to checkout, and they'll have a $25 credit. To enter into the drawing, hit the white box up at the top, and that'll put you on the list that we actually pull from at the end, or they pull the name from at the end of the show. And so the tip of the day today is, if you are one of my flower farming school students, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, we plan our whole year out on this big jumbo calendar that literally runs my farm. And if you want to know what that is, you can go to thegardenersworkshop.com, go to free resources, and right there's a page that says, want to be a flower farmer? Go to that page and scroll all the way to the bottom, and there's a link there to the calendar that I'm talking about. And then once you get your calendar all filled out, then you have to actually get the supplies and the seeds that you need to make that dream a reality. And I'm saying today, because of the big sale and availability, stock up. 20%, y'all, off of everything except those exclusions that I've already listed. And so get your seeds and supplies now. And also, not to mention, gardening friends, flower farming friend gifts, and hostess gifts, y'all. And we'll kind of highlight which ones those are. Now, the deal of the day is the 20% off when you use the coupon code TAKE20 on orders $25 or more. This will work here in the app and also over on our big website, but you must use the code at checkout to actually get that discount. And while supplies last. The sale's going on until midnight Sunday, or until a product sells out. And there are, just like there's products here in the app that you won't find on our website, there's stuff over on our website you won't find here in the app. So you might want to drop in on both places, and you have to order separately on those. Yes? Hi, Anna in Finland. Good gracious. Welcome aboard. So glad that you're here. Thanks for being a part of us, and hope you enjoy the show. So, friends, if you want to give yourself or a friend a jump start on the next season with some great gifts, you know, my number one pick is definitely the book, the Cut Flower Handbook. This book can take a novice or a seasoned gardener and farmer and add to their toolbox. I would love to sign a book for you. You know, I sign all the books myself, and I'll even put a personalized note in it if you request it when you're checking out. And we also give you a free bonus PDF when you purchase the book from us of the flowers that didn't make the book. And how beautiful is this, y'all? And you know, Suzanne took about a third of the images in this book. How beautiful, right? So the book is $30 minus 20%, which is $6 off. would love to sign one of those for you. And then also, I want to say, I don't even think it's here in the app and over on the website, we have a book set where we put all three of them together that you can check out. And here's the second book, Vegetables Loves Flowers. This is my book that really, it talks about putting a little cutting garden in a veggie patch to really benefit the vegetables and you to have a cutting garden that you get flowers from every single week. Well, this book, what its, I guess, main focus for me is it shares my gardening natural, the way that I garden naturally, my philosophy on that, how I don't use pesticides. Would love to sign one of these for you also. And this book actually comes with a video book study. I interviewed the photographer, and there's just a lot of fun. It's just kind of like the backstory, right? So Vegetables Loves Flowers is not about growing vegetables. It's about a little cutting garden in a vegetable patch and why you would want to do that. And of course, friends, Cool Flowers, the book that actually started it all. And so I would love to sign one of these. And this book, my first book, actually comes with a video book study also, which, that I love rewatching. It just takes me back in time of all I was doing when this book was going on. I would love to sign a Cool Flower for you. Now, the deal, remember that the deal of the day is our coupon. You have to enter the coupon code as you are checking out in the app here and over on our website for in-stock merchandise while supplies last. And that is TAKE20 to get 20% off, y'all. So we're bringing back a couple of products that I absolutely love. And friends, this is the giant scoop. Look how big this baby is. My sister, what do you love using this for?
So I have a bigger scoop, one that's much deeper, but I love using this when I'm doing container gardening, but my big scoop would often dump more soil than I could fit in between the plants I was working with.
So it was too big for...
So it was too big. So this is the perfect to get the soil down in and press it in around the plants you're planting.
And I also occasionally sometimes will use this as a trowel in my garden in soft soil too, right? So the scoop is regular price, $18.95. It's just got a really comfy grip and it's just great for containers and raised beds. And just, there's just all kinds of things running through my head. This is a great one, but look at this, y'all. This is our serrated scoop. Look at this thing. You know what this is amazing for? Cutting plants out of the ground. Like, for instance, those little clusters of hellebores that I have, I can scoop the entire, because the edge will really cut through, will scoop up that whole cluster. It just makes it so much easier. It actually has measurements here if you're trying to, like maybe digging a hole to plant a bulb or something. And this is great for that too. Stabbing it in and dragging. Love this. This scoop is $25.95, and you would have to get one of these for yourself and a friend, because I'm telling you, if you buy it as a gift, you're going to keep it when it comes. This is a sturdy, amazing tool, and we absolutely love this baby. Now, this, let's see what's in here. So they've wrapped it up, trying to give us ideas, right, y'all? Oh, my goodness. Sister, come over here. I have a present for you. Oh, boy. And it's one of your favorite tools ever.
The Trake. I love this tool. This tool, the number one thing it does for me is it extends my arm. When I'm in the garden working, I can be this long of a reach. And it just works great. It has the fork on one end and it's got the little trowel on the other end, and I use this to plant plants. Can use it in a container too, but it is just a great all-around tool, and that's the one I always tell my husband, grab my Trake, bring it to me. So I always want this in the garden. The Trake is $31.95, and it's solid cast aluminum with the vinyl grip, and it's narrow for tight spaces. You can get into places with this you wouldn't be able to get in with other tools. Thank you, sister.
You're so welcome, and that would be like $6.40 off. That would be amazing. And friends, I will tell you that since we brought this back like 2 weeks ago, they're flying off the shelves. We love Joyce Chin scissors. Not only are these great for flower arranging, people use them in the kitchen, and they are just amazing cutters. I've cut chickens with them, you know, when you're cutting up a whole chicken, for anybody that still does that kind of stuff. But for flower arranging, this is what I use to pinch my little seedlings, like when I'm cutting snaps and stuff. Totally love this. $31.95. Less 20%, and I know there's limited availability, but we will be restocking these when they come back in, so be sure to get notified. Absolutely love these babies. Now, this is too funny. Now, Suzanne and I, they call this, they call this the wicked wicked waterer. And Suzanne and I have sold the baby version of this for years at shows. It's literally a cotton string that's, you know, got some substance to it, and you stick one end of the string into the container and you stick the other end into a container of water, and literally it keeps your plant watered. It's made for while you're away. That's what they used to be called, while away waterers. Well, they've now added, because it is a problem to get it to stay in the soil, they've added this little plastic applicator that you just push this in the soil, and then you put this in the other end in water. It works like a dream. I can remember helping a lady figure out how she could water her water boxes outside. This obviously was too little. She went to a big box store and got cotton rope and used 5-gallon buckets with it draping down into the 5-gallon buckets, and her window boxes stayed water. The concept works, y'all. And this little pack comes with 4 of these little strings, and it says here that it will control watering for 12 days. Perfect for holidays, meaning you don't have to worry about watering your stuff, or you can go away. The wicked waterers are $12.95, and it actually includes 4 of these little black valves, they call them, and 6 wicks. And you would put 1 per pot, but if you get a really big pot, you may have to put multiples. This is not only a great gift, you do not want to be without that. So this is, we brought these back. These come packaged like this. This is a copper plant marker. And you can see where I have written on this one, you engrave these with a ballpoint pen, y'all. You just write on them with a ballpoint pen, and it doesn't wear off. Totally love it, and it's really, really pretty. They're 10 inches tall, 2 5/8 inches across, and 7/8 of an inch high. And they just last forever. You know, copper really ages beautifully, right? And they come in a really nice package for you to gift if that's what you're planning to do with that. Now, this is actually one of the pot pads off of one of my pots. I never really, until I really got into container garden, didn't realize the value of a pot pad. You put these on the bottom of your big pots, and it lifts the pot up off the surface so it doesn't stain or deteriorate. You know, composite gets stained, wood rots, but more than that, it allows your pot to drain properly. So the pot pads come with 4 to a pack, and they're 2 inches by 1/2 inch tall, and they're $12.95. Of course, if you use your coupon, you get 20% off of that. And this is, I mean, if you have a friend that's got a bunch of containers, I'm telling you, they'll love these. And those are the pot pads. And so remember, the code to enter as you're checking out is TAKE20. You have to enter that, and you can use it here in the app, and you can also use it over on our website. Now, we have some amazing scoops continuing, y'all. This is our handy little, Suzanne and I call it the baby scoop. This is amazing for filling bird feeders. It holds about a cup when you fill it almost to the top. And you can scoop soil to dump it in containers without having it go everywhere. This is another UK item made in England, and it holds about 1 cup. $4.95, less 20%, so that means it's $4, y'all.
And I love, look, it's got a little hook, a little
so you can hang it.
So you can tie something to it so it doesn't get lost. You can hang it from your bucket.
I mean, anybody, y'all, this is the sign that you're getting old. If you get lots of bird feeders and then you take a pottery class, you know that you're like aging, right? Bird feeding is more significant than you ever dreamed. If you have anybody in your life over 50, they would love to have this scoop. It would be such a useful gift, right? All right, so now Oh.
I have a gift for you, but first we're going to talk about the bag it's in.
Awesome. So this is the TGW canvas bag. How great is this, y'all? Get a feel for how big it is. My laptop, my lunchbox, and my purse can all squeeze in here, right? So this is the TGW canvas heavy-duty bags. The handles are 28 inches long. You can attach a key holder. And the bag itself is 13 by 18 by 6 inches deep, right? And it's great to use as a gift bag. So it's normally $19.95 and you get 20% off that, right? So that means $4 off. So let's see what we have in here. I love throwing stuff, y'all. My favorite hat. Y'all, this is the pith helmet. This is the best gift you can give anybody that works outside. It's hard. Y'all hear that? And let's look inside. So this fits all head sizes. So you can see it's got a Velcro. Let me get a hold of it. Can y'all see that? It's got Velcro in the back so you can make it much bigger or smaller. And you know, one of the problems that I had is I kind of have a big head. That's why the Christmas hat doesn't fit me right. But I never wore a garden hat because all of them wouldn't fit my noggin until I got this hat. It's got a band in the front for perspiration. And y'all, I can wear this. I have worn mine that's like 20 years old that's so yucky looking they won't even let me bring it out here. You can wear it in the rain. It keeps the hat off of your head. That's what the band does so that air circulates. This is the hat that keeps me the coolest and absolutely love it. It is $45.95, less 20%, y'all. They will not. Let's start a new fad. What do you say? Everybody should have. This is the hat the mailman wears. This is the hat they wear on safaris, y'all. Does that tell you anything? This is the hat that people that work outside need to wear.
And now I want to tell you a good little tip I use at Christmas is I get a basket and I fill it with lots of little gifty things. And when I have company come over, instead of having a gift wrapped under the tree for them, I simply hand them the basket and let them pick out, try on, and they get to select their own gift. And people just love it. My favorite thing to put in the basket are our gloves. These are the Nitrile Touch gloves. This is what Lisa and I and everybody on the farm wear here in the garden. I wear them at home in my yard. So anyone who does any type of work in the yard or in the garden
or in a warehouse
will love these. FedEx drivers wear these. They're just amazing. So these fit like a glove. They have the nitrile coating on the palm. They don't have latex in them, and they're breathable. And you can just wash these on your hands while you're wearing them and hang them to dry like I do, or you can throw them in the washer with a load of jeans and then hang them to dry. These things last, and the grip is what's most important. It just makes for easy work of anything. And we often forget we have them on because you can do everything with them on that you can with them
We
off.
even sow seeds.
We do. We sow seeds in these. So these are the Nitrile Touch. One pair is $7.95. 4-pack, $24.95. And that's before the 20% off. 20% off, they're $6.85 a piece.
What a deal.
What a deal for, I'm sorry.
The 4-pack is $24.95.
The 4-pack's $24.95, which saves you $6.85 before the 20% off. I can't read very well today.
What size are you wearing?
This is a medium, and I have a large hand for a woman, so I can't wear like large gloves off a shelf. I have to get like extra large that are made really big, and the medium is what I wear because they are unisex size. These go from size extra small up to large. Well, if you happen to have a bigger guy, well, guess what? We have the Nitrile Tough gloves. The Nitrile Tough gloves are sized the same way. I like to wear these when it's a little cooler outside, double dipping on the nitrile on the palms, but these go up to extra large. So these would go from small to extra large, unisex size, just like the other gloves. And the pricing is the same. One pair $7.95, 4-pack $24.95. And of course, you still get to use your 20% off coupon. And what a deal for gifts. Take 20 at checkout and you have super gifts.
So they're supposed to fit like a surgeon's glove, right?
Yep,
So
yep.
no excess fabric is the
right.
secret.
That's right. And they're just wonderful.
Wait a minute, I gotta say this.
Go ahead.
Look, I mean, there are so many great things you could add to your gift basket. I mean, this solves so many gifting problems, y'all. think about putting the little scoop in there and a couple of the other things.
Just leave this sitting right here, and as things come, we'll add it to it.
Yeah,
How about
good
that?
idea.
Okay, next up we have, these used to be called our rose gloves because they were made for wrangling roses, but they're actually a gauntlet. That reminds me of a knight. Okay, so these are the gauntlet gloves. They are man-made materials, so they can be put in the washing machine, hung to dry, but they protect you from all of those critters that are gonna bite or have brambles, blackberries, blueberries, whatever those things are. Blackberries have the brambles, right?
Yeah,
Blackberries.
yeah.
We've also used these to rescue some owls and different birds, and they protect your arms. But because they're washable, you can use these to pull poison ivy out, and then you just throw them in the washing machine and wash them, and it really protects your arms. These are sized the same way, small to extra large. I have a large woman's hand, and these are a medium. So if you have a big guy, we have an extra large. Anybody that has a yard, or really anybody, should have a pair of these on hand. They just really, really help protect you.
Less 20%.
That's right, and they're going in my basket. Okay, next up we have our tool belt. We love this tool belt. It comes with its own belt. If you've ever worn a belt during the summer, it gets so hot that it just makes you want to take it off. So this is nice and lightweight and cool. The belt can hold your water bottle, your phone, your shears, any other tools you might have. And when we use it, we actually turn it around so it's in the back, so that we can bend over without it impeding our bending in the front, and just slide it back around when we need to get something out of it. The tool belt is $22.95 plus 20% off, another great gift, and it fits 28 to size 44 waists. And again, this is a perfect thing to go in our basket. All right, next up we have our shears. Now shears, Lisa was kind enough to give everyone in our company a pair of shears for Christmas. Thank you, sister.
We gave about 20 pair of these away for Christmas because it's what everybody wants.
They're just the best. I'm happy to have a pair. So these are mine that I use here on the farm, and they actually come with a little strap where you can put them on your wrist so that they don't get lost. And they have a little closer here, but the spring just makes it so easy to use. They're light and easy to use. We use these for a good size woody and a big sunflower. I mean, they'll cut just about anything. They're made for bonsai, but they work on just about anything. So we love our shears. The shears are $41.95, and you get 20% off. That's a great deal. The other way we use them to not lose them is our pouch. So this is our shear pouch, and this will hold just about any shear, and you can buy these as a set in our app. But this pouch is great because, again, it doesn't have to be put through a belt, which is hot. It has a little clip, and you just clip it right on. I already have mine on. You clip it right on your pocket here, on your jeans or whatever you're wearing, and it just makes so you don't ever lose your shear. We had a lot of these go out in the garden to be plowed up a few years later, but this way you never lose them, you never set them down, they're always where you want them. So the pouch is $18.95 and 20% off. What a deal. Anybody that has a pair of shears or works out in the garden, this is a perfect gift. It's going in my basket. This is Lisa's, which is like ancient, of course, but we will send you a new one. There you go. Okay, next up we have our Big Dibber. This is the Big Dibber that we actually use here in the garden. You can see it's a little dirty. This is what the nice new one will look like if you order one for you or a friend. The Big Dibber, I'm sorry, I started with the wrong one. The Big Dibber has inch marks on it. You can use it to plant bulbs, or we like to use it to plant soil blocks through the Bio 360. And if you don't know about Bio 360, Lisa's going to talk about that a little later in the show. But it's a mulch that goes over the bed, and this is easy to poke a hole through it to plant your plants. The Big Dibber is $14.95, another perfect gift to go in our basket. And then it has a little brother. This is our Mini Dibber. Isn't it precious? And it comes also nicely packaged. The little dibber is perfect for those small soil blocks, messing around in small containers, or planting small bulbs. So the mini dibber is $7.95 plus 20% off is perfect for your basket. So that is a nice price point for that one. So next we have the sod and harvest knife bundle. So this is the sod and harvest knife. This is one of our favorite tools, and you'll hear us say that over and over because we don't have many tools, but we love the ones we do have. So this we use, I'll take the cover off and you can see its serrated edge, kind of like a ginsu. It's very, very sharp. We use this to harvest greens, to cut twine off of the tractor or off of a rototiller. You can use it to split perennials, to dig up roots, to dig up anything in the soil. This is sod. It's supposed to be used down
Mulch
in
bags,
the soil.
leaf bags.
Yes, I use it
the
to
best.
open mulch bags, and is just the best for real. So the sod and the sod harvest knives, there's a 2.5 inch and there's a 4 1/4 inch. You can also buy them separately in our app. They're $17.95.
For both.
You can get the set and give them to 2 different people, and they'll be perfect for your
So it's
basket.
like $3.50 off or
Yes,
something.
so that is a great deal. The
That's a
sod
great-
and harvest knife, we love them. Next up, we have Bobo's hand weeder. And yes, this is just a dandelion weeder, and you can use it to pick up dandelions out of your yard. But what we love it for is, and it's Bobo's favorite, to poke the hole in the Bio 360 to plant your plants. And it just makes a small hole, and it's sharp, kind of sharp on the edge, so it just goes through there very well. And it is $8.95, and with 20% off, got to go in the basket. All right, so what do we have next? The garden marker. Talk about that, sister. I
Yeah.
gotta take this jacket off.
Yeah, so I'm building this basket full of the stuff that's under $10. And this would be just a great gift basket, y'all, to let people pick from. And this is another great one. The garden marker. This is made to be used outdoors in UV rays and moisture. If this is not, if you're not using a real garden marker, then you soon learn after about 3 weeks, the writing is gone. Does not happen. Look at this. On this wooden stake that was out in my garden for a year and a half with my sweet peas, you can still read Royal Mix. Literally, this is a year and a half old out in the garden. We've had it inside now for about 6 months. It really, really works. This is one of those things that you want to stock up on when they're on sale because you need them, and people absolutely, it'll write on wood, plastic, masking tape, and it just covers all your bases, right?
And glass too, right?
And glass, yeah. All right, so next up, oh my goodness, look how cute this is. So this is our stocking, which is not working very good. Sorry, y'all. This is a stocking. There you go. There's a stocking. And in here is one of our original tools that we started selling decades ago. That is a customer favorite. It's the Japanese grass weeder. And it comes in a right hand and a left hand model. And if you're a lefty, you cannot use the righty. So the way this hoe works, all hoes, the blade should be flat on the ground, and you pull the blade through the soil, and then it extinguishes and takes out whatever's in its path, right? You don't use it like this. This is what most people tend to do. Scrape and make piles of soil, exposing more weed seeds to germinate next week. You simply just turn it upright and use it. This is the best tool ever, right? They're regularly $24.95. With the coupon, you're looking at $20, y'all. This is the tool that they will love you for forever. And it comes, and it'll ask you at checkout, do you want a righty or a lefty, right? Okay, friends, get ready for the fun. So, totally loved bringing this back a little bit earlier. This is the Slug X, and if you want to have a lot of fun giving somebody a Christmas gift, this is the one. So this is a UK product also, and the Slug X is a way to trap slugs. So slugs are especially a big problem early in spring, right, when it's moist and cool outside. And did you know that slugs don't even have to mate with a male and a female to make more slugs? Isn't that scary? Y'all, you have to control them. So this is the Slug X. This is a plastic container. There are slugs in here, y'all. Holy cow, look at this.
Susie's taking up a pottery class. Can you tell?
Is this the cutest thing? It really kind of took me by surprise. I kind of forgot they were in here. Look at
never
this.
seen 'em.
Oh my gosh.
How cute.
They're slugs, y'all. They're slugs.
funny.
I hate to even think about taking them out now.
They're
but
so cute.
All right, so they have to come out for just a minute. So the way this works, the reason that you would do this instead of just filling up a saucer in your garden is for 2 reasons. One, if you have a golden retriever or a dog, they will definitely lap up and drink the beer and eat the pickled slugs.
Or a raccoon.
Not a pretty scene, right? And also, when it rains, it washes it out. So the Slug X actually allows you to put a cover on it. So what do Vitel do you put in the Slug X? And friends, that's where Pabst Blue Ribbon comes in. A college did a study, and in fact, Pabst Blue Ribbon is the choice of slugs because it apparently has more yeast in it, and that's the part that attracts them. So let's pop this top. What a noise, right? And you simply pour it in the holes. And it's got 3 wells, and we might have a little of that later, right? You place the top on it, and then see those side doors? That's where the slugs go in. And you just don't really even have to see it much. And what I do is put a cinder block on top to keep my golden retriever out. It works like a gem, y'all. Now, $19.95 is the regular price for this Slug X. 20% off today, y'all. Through the weekend, using the TAKE20 code. And look at this. Slugs are not this cute, y'all, at all. And they are incredibly destructive. So this is the Slug X. Give them a 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon and the Slug X, and you will be the talk of the party, right? It'll be the best. And if you're going to a swap party, that would definitely be a great one. All right, so now I'm going to talk about my the soil block maker kit, but first I want to show you some gorgeous seedlings. People always ask me, how does stuff grow in that little teeny block? Y'all, these are in the 3/4 inch size block. Can y'all see that in there? And so these were test babies. They'll never go to the garden. But look how gorgeous they are. Absolutely amazing. This is feverfew, by the way. So we're going to keep it because it like gives me my gardening fix when I rub it and smell it. This is Amobium. Look how beautiful this is. This is 100 Amobium plants in the 3/4 inch blocker. Under grow lights, been outside getting hardened off. Absolutely amazing. And by the way, friends, these green trays, which are not available in the app, are over on our big website. 20% off, y'all. This is where you have to take advantage. And then look at these gorgeous snapdragons. I have to move this out of the way. How pretty. This is 100 snapdragons. Can you see that? They're in the small block. These will be getting planted next week. Better late than never, right? So how can you get involved in this? So the Soil Block Maker Kit is our #1 selling product always on both platforms. So the kit includes the small blocker. This is the tool that makes those soil blocks, right? This is made in England. And when you buy it in the kit includes your choice of either 3 warm season seeds, and these are our best sellers, or 3 cool season seeds, your choice. And friends, it includes the Seed Starting Made Easy course of me teaching you how to soil block from beginning to end, sow seeds in the garden, plant sunflowers in plug trays, and to even use the commercial tool of soil block, the Swift Blocker. And it includes 5 of the large trays which hold 3 clusters of those 20s. It includes the seed pan, our toothpick holder and toothpicks, which is the way that we sow most of our seeds. And it includes the ready-made mix that you do not have to add anything to it. We definitely recommend that you sift it. We sift all seed starting material. But this is ready-made. You don't have to add any ingredient, any nutrient or anything to it. So the kit comes with all of this. Let's see if I can do this, y'all. I think I can. All right, so y'all knew I was talented, right?
Got it.
Look at this. All of this. Are you ready? It's $89.95 is the regular price, which is already a little bit of a discount as a kit. And you get 20% off, y'all. So that would be like 9 and 9 is $18 off. What an amazing gift for you or for somebody else that's a gardener in your life. You will not be sorry. And I cannot wait to show you our new kit that's next. So anybody that's done soil blocking knows that, you know, we have the ready-made mix. The mix for soil blocking is different than most seed starting mix because it's made to be really dense and to bind together versus all the other seed starting material in the world is made to be light and fluffy because it goes into a container, the complete opposite of what is best for soil blocking. And so we always, and I did it for years, we always provide the homemade recipe that you can make it yourself. Well, friends, we also now have all the ingredients for you to make your own blocking mix at home. And we have called it Make Your Own Blocking Mix. It's a kit. And I'm going to show you everything that's in here, but this is the whole enchilada. So, first up, it has the nutrient mix. This nutrient is green sand and rock phosphate powder. You can see that. This is like, it looks like flour. That's the type of nutrient you need to provide in a seed starting mix. This bag will make about 6 recipes. A recipe is equivalent in volume to 1 bag of soil. This will make about 600 of those small blocks, right? So just remember that, right? So this is the nutrient. It's got the recipe on the front, and the recipe calls for 16 cups of either sifted peat moss or sifted cocoa fiber. This block blows up to 2 gallons of cocoa fiber. So you get this. And look, this is the new product, y'all. We now have compost, the compost that we use. This is the Vermont compost, and this is in the recipe. You would put 16 cups of this to 4 cups of this with the appropriate amount of nutrient, and you have your own, make your own blocking mix. How about that? And it all comes with the sifter. This is what you place on top of a 5-gallon bucket to sift all your stuff, to get out the chunks, which are good for the garden. They're good for containers, but they're not good for seed starting, right? And you get all of this together. Now, if you bought all this separately, which it is all available separately here in the kit, separately it's $62.80. The kit is $58.95. Holy cow, minus 20%, y'all. This is the gift of a lifetime to be able to make your own at home. Now, the cocoa bricks are not available separately here in the app. You have to go to our big website to get that, all right? So if you need multiples of those. And they're, so we also are offering the compost here in the app in the 6-quart size bag. So this is certified organic. It's fully cooked and mature, free of weed seeds. And you don't ever, this is something I fell for years ago. I thought you could just plant right in compost. This is an ingredient to mix with your soil, friends. This is not a standalone product. This is $16.95 for the 16 quarts. And this is a big piece of our seed starting soil blocking mix. So we're super excited about that. When the truck came last week, got pallets of it, and we were super excited about that. So we also still have some of the seed starters gift sets. We were able to make more. And so this little kit, everything that's in here, which is, I'm going to say, it includes 5 packs of warm season seeds, which are the Chief Coxcomb, our custom grown Texas plume seeds, Double Click Cosmos, the Giant Lime Zinnia. Giant Lime, I thought it had the mix. And the lemon, cinnamon, basil. I mean, the Texas Plumes pretty much blows everything out of the water, y'all. I can't even believe we're putting that in there. That is such an incredible value. Plus a 10-pack of the 4-inch wooden plant labels. So you get all that, but you're also getting for free the mini dibber, the garden marker, the toothpick dispenser, a seed pan, and 5 of the mini trays here and the gift bag. So this normally, again, all separately is $50.52. Our price for this kit is $24.95 minus 20%. It's like 20 bucks, right? This is the perfect gift to give to anybody that, whether they're seed starting, it was soil blocking, or any other way, this would be a really, really useful little gift. And it comes ready to go in this green organza bag. How's that, right? It's amazing. So Suzanne really loves this Velcro. What do you use this Velcro for, sister?
I just use this to put my garland up my stairs. So this, just wrap it around and it sticks to itself wherever it ends up, and it really holds. I mean, I have a garland that weighs a lot, and I was amazed that I wrapped this around itself a couple of times and it held that really heavy garland as I'm, trying to drape it. It
just makes
amazing.
the job easier, right? So it's 50 feet long, it's a half an inch wide, and it's $7.95 minus your coupon code TAKE20, right? Now, friends, so hand me that wreath. I'm getting ready to show you this new flexi tie stuff that we have. And I'm going to talk about this wreath a couple of different times. So this is the Rooster Peppers, which we'll talk about that part, but let's look at the back. This is a grapevine wreath that we purchased, right? But do you see the brown flexi tie here? That's how I attached all of these peppers. Literally, I made this wreath with my club in the sewing circle session that I do with them every week. I mean, I did it in like 12 minutes. And how amazing is that? Bobo, who is such a gifted arranger, boutonniere maker, wreath maker, all that person, when she caught wind of this flexi tie stuff, she said, I will never use paddle wire again for most stuff. This is stretchy and it holds a knot. This is the most amazing part. You put a knot in it and pull it, it holds the knot. It's not like you have to spend half a day figuring out how to make a knot in it to actually have it hold. The flexi tie is brown. It's soft and stretchy. It is UV and frost resistant, and it's 196 feet, y'all. That's over 65 yards, and it's $23.95. And I think this is another UK product. I'm pretty sure it is. It is another one made in the UK. I could see so many uses for this, particularly in display gardens, crafting, wreath making. This is a great one for making wreaths. It just changed it. And this is a different application, but it's the same kind of function. This is the foam wire tie. So this has got wire inside of it, if y'all can see that, right? There's a little piece of wire. And it's foam, so it doesn't cut through your stuff, and it holds wherever you put it. This too has some great decorating as well as garden uses, trying to attach vines to trellises to get them started and snipping off a short piece and just tying it, and they just disappear. Now, the foam wire is $15.95 minus 20%, which is about $3. What a deal. Love that. How long is this? This is 32 feet, so it's pretty long. All right. Oh, Suzanne's going to do some arranging stuff, y'all.
First, we want to remind you about our coupon, TAKE20. So be sure to use this at checkout and get your 20% off. All right, next up we have the Stay Put candle grips. All right, so the Stay Put, can't even speak, candle grips are this awesome little foam, and it's grippy on one side. And the great thing about it is you just put it in your candle holder, and then you put your candle in, and guess what? It stays exactly where you put it. Yes, I'm like the Blizzard people at Dairy Queen. You can turn it upside down, it stays put. If you have a big candle, you just put like 3 around it and push it in, it'll do the same exact thing. But this just makes such easy work of candles, and I use a lot of candles this time of year with Christmas coming and in decorating. So this is a Stay Put candle grip. It's an 8-pack, it's $8.95, and don't forget your 20% off. And this is another great one to put in my basket because people love it. A great hostess gift, girlfriend gift. So next up we have our candle vase. Candle vase is just like it says. It's a little vase that goes over a candle. So I have one out here. The top comes off, you just put some water in here.
See, y'all, this hat won't stay on my head either because my head's too big.
So you just slip it over your candle, and you can turn any just little plain candle. This is a Dollar Tree candle holder, and it just turns it into an arrangement. Now, where's the, here, give me this wood box. I'd forgotten that we had a hard time seeing this. So now you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I just went out to Lisa's yard and cut some pieces of holly. And I found that if you cut them just a little bit longer than you think and then angle them, they tend to stay in place better. And you just simply, you can do
you put
this.
water in there?
Yes, I already said you put water in there, sister. You're not paying attention, Obs. But you fill it almost to the top with water, and then you can just put whatever you want to decorate with in it. And you can get little violas out of your yard or any greenery.
Clover even.
Yeah, clover. There's just so many different things you can put in here. And it just turns any little thing in your yard, or you can use some of the flowers out of an arrangement, big arrangement you're doing. It turns them into a little arrangement, and they're just beautiful on your table. So these can change with the time of year and what you have going on. So the Stay Put candle grips, they come in a 2-pack. I'm sorry, the candle ring vase comes in a 2-pack. It's $14.95, and don't forget your 20% off. But this is the perfect little hostess gift. Get one for you and a friend, and it's definitely going in my little gift basket that I pass around to my guests when they come. So that's a lot of fun. Next up, we have the Easy Arranger. Let's see, we're doing the 6-inch one first. Let me find it here. Oh, is it the 3-pack first? Okay. So we have these little flower arranging tool. It's a little frog, and this is a 3-pack, which means you could get one for yourself and have a couple as a gift. And we just got organza bags and just put one in each one, and so you have 3 gifts if you get a 3-pack. Now the arranger, and I think this is the 6-inch that we're looking at here, it comes flat, and then you just bend the edges down over whatever vase you have. Helpful if you have water in it. And then you just stick whatever you're working with in, and it just stays where you put it. And you can do a big arrangement with this, and it's just beautiful. You can take a really small amount of flowers and make them go a really long way. So this is the 3-pack. It comes with a 4-inch, a 5-inch, and a 6-inch, and you just fold the edges down. We've also folded the edges up and stuffed it down in the throat of the vase, and it works that way as well. And you can hang little decorations on the edge if you want to, little jewels.
Didn't they used to sell them that way?
Yeah, they used to sell them at shows
Decorated.
we would go to with little jewels that you could hang on the edge of it to make them really pretty. So it's $21.50, and then use your 20% off, and that is a great gift. I would definitely put these individual ones in my little box basket that I use. We also sell the 6-inch separately. So the 6-inch one is $8.95, 2 is $15.50, and a 3-pack is $21.50. So you can use your coupon code and get a 3-pack and have multiple gifts. And it explains exactly how you use it on the back. It's just simple, and it's a wonderful hostess or girlfriend gift.
People
All right.
love it, right? I mean,
Yep.
it's intimidating.
So next up we have our mason jar lid. This is our little mason jar flower frog. We call this the weathered chicken wire. And this will fit any standard mason jar lid. So the smaller ones, it'll also fit if they have the standard lid, the pint size. And I just cut some of, like I said, some of the holly in Lisa's yard to show you how this works. And again, it works the same way. You just stick it in, and it stays exactly where you put it. It's just amazing.
It makes a little go a long way.
It does, and you can make just great arrangements out of it. And then this is another great idea. This is just little decorative Christmas ornaments, and you can just put it on the end of a stick, a skewer. Just break the pointed tip off of a skewer and super glue or hot glue it to it. And then you can just stick these down in your little arrangements and make little decorations, make your little arrangement a
Yeah,
little
just
more
filling that up
whimsy.
with greenery,
Yep.
and then you can,
Yep.
kind of doll it up with that. That's
Yeah.
a great idea.
So this, again, is a perfect gift for a hostess or for your little basket. And the mason jar, 1-pack is $8.95, a 2-pack is $15.50, and a 3-pack is $21.50. So again, with your 20% off coupon, you can have a lot of nice gifts for your friends and family. So next up we have our espresso watering can. This little baby is just precious. It holds 2 cups of water. It's perfect to water your soil blocks or to water your arrangements. If you've ever had a flower arrangement, then it's drinking water like it should. It's difficult sometimes, especially if it's big, to move it down to a faucet to put water in it. And this is perfect because it has a gentle stream and it won't get water all over your arrangement, and you just water it that way. The other great thing it does is soil blocks. It washes it gently and doesn't wash away the soil. So the little espresso watering can is $31.95. Don't forget your 20% off. And we also love to use it, I do, for arrangements. And look at that, just one little flower, and it's a precious little arrangement. This also is great for watering your houseplants, and you can just leave it sitting next to your houseplants on the shelf, and it's beautiful. So be sure to get one for yourself and for a friend. Next, we're going to talk about this flower. So this is the ornamental kale seed crane rose.
All right, so this is a big cash crop. Can you take this away, or do you need it?
I can.
Yeah. It made me feel really short. So Susie Q was using this. You saw when she dropped it into that little vase. Because all this foliage was on here, that looked really great. Typically, we would strip most of this off when we were using it in cut. So if you'll notice, the more stems you strip, it changes it. Because look at the center of this. It almost looks like a rose, right? Oftentimes, you'll see them completely stripped down to that. And this one's cut kind of short, but they grow really tall out in the garden. This is one of those seeds that we start in midsummer because it's on that big calendar that I was talking about, that my students know exactly what I'm talking about. Tells us when to start it in July, and we are ready to roll. This comes in, this is rose. It's also available in white, and I think even a bicolor. The white is hands down my favorite because it just goes with everything. So this is the ornamental kale seed, crane, rose, or white. And is there a bicolor? Well, we don't. That's all right. I thought it was up. But anyway, it's all in there, and this is a great fall, early winter cash crop.
Next up we have our vase brush. This brush we use here on the farm to do our irrigation filters. You can use it for your humidifiers, for hummingbird feeders. There's all kinds for CPACs, yeah, anything. And it's kind of foamy, and you can bend it to any shape you need to get your hand, if you can't get your hand down in there. So this would work great for this one, scrubbing the edges. And a little tip, if you have a vase and it has some crud in the bottom you can't get out, an Effordent tablet like you use to clean dentures, one of those in here with some water and let it soak a while, and then take your brush and brush it out, works great. So the vase brush is $12.95. You can use your 20% off coupon, and this is definitely going in my gift basket that I pass around to my guests at Christmas. All right, next up we have the Florist knife. Now the Florist knife, when Lisa and I used to do events, we did a lot of garden club events, and some of those events they would have speakers that were big time flower arrangers, and they all use this knife, and they just use it like this and cut their flowers to use in their arrangements. And it's very small and versatile and lightweight, and I could see how easy that would be if you're constantly cutting flowers all day long. The Florist knife is $29.95, and you can use your 20% off coupon for that. And we just love our Florist knife, and yes, it is, what is the brand? With a Swiss Army knife, so it's a good brand. All right, next up we have our flower and herb drying rack. First I'm going to show you the picture. So we save all of our flowers that we don't use and we dry them, and we often show those to you on the show. But this is a beautiful rack that would hang in someone's home, and you could show off your flowers as they're drying. And they come with the hooks, and they come with everything you need. And Lisa has one here, if you see that. And it holds quite a bit of flowers, and they'll just dry, and they're beautiful. So this is a perfect gift for anyone that has a little flower garden or a big flower garden. It's $26.95, and it comes in this nice package, and you can use your 20% off coupon with that. All right, next up we have one of my favorite things that we've ever sold. This is a weather stick. It's made out of balsam wood, which is what they make divining rods out of. If you're not sure what a divining rod is, you see them walking out with the rods and they're looking for water to drill a well. That's the wood. This is the most fun thing ever. Has a little hole in it. You simply pick a post outside that you can view from the side, and then you simply take a little nail and you nail this on the post, and then this moves depending on the weather. When it's going to be fair, it curls up. You can tell it's been in a bag and not gotten any moisture. When it's going to be foul, it curves down. And when it's really bad outside, I've seen mine touch the post it's attached to, so it curls that much. Men love this. Anyone who loves the weather just really enjoys this. We often have people come to our shows when we used to do shows, and they would buy one of these as a gift, and the next year they would come back because they wanted to give one to everyone they know, because people constantly talk about how fun it is to watch. So the weather stick is only $10.95. Use your 20% off. Stick it in your, $8. Stick it in your gift basket that you're going to pass around to your guests, and it'll just be the talk of the party. Next up, we have the tick key. Now the tick key, we didn't realize how much we needed this. It's called a key because it has a hole in the top, and you can put it on your keychain, so you always have it with you. I always know where mine is. I still have one in every drawer in my house. But you simply, it shows you on the back, if you get a tick and you have to get it off some wiggling dog, child, or husband, you just simply pull it, push down and pull it back across the skin, and it just pops right out. We've heard that nurses have these at schools. They're just really easy to remove a tick and to get the whole thing out. $9.95, get your 20% off, and this is a great stocking stuffer. I've given this to my family before in their stockings. Everybody should have one of these on hand because we know what bad things ticks carry.
All right, so I want to answer a question and just show our, this is our Hori Hori that comes with a holster. And this part is the band, this is where you stick your belt through. So this is the Hori Hori. I know we had a question about that. We love this thing.
Did you show that today?
No, somebody had a question. So friends, this is the best gift for yourself, and then you can buy another one for a friend if you need to. This is our super cushy kneeler seat pad. It's 2 inches thick. It's 15 by 20. It is lightweight, made in the USA. My husband uses it when he works on his bikes. And it's $42.95, which is worth every penny of that, but you can get 20% off.
All right, sister, it's already 1 o'clock.
I know.
We gotta get going.
So this is the stocking up part, y'all. Bio 360, this is the biodegradable film that I use. It is super easy to pop a hole through with whichever of the tools that you select. It is available in 20, 50, and 100-foot pieces. It's 48 inches wide, and you get to take 20% off of these prices when you enter the coupon code TAKE20. $10.95 for a 20-foot piece, $24.95 for a 50-foot piece, $119.95 for a 6-pack of 50-footers, or 100-footer for $39.95 and a 3-pack of 100-footers for $110.95. All those prices minus your 20%. Love that stuff. We have great video and information online about that. So the floating row covers, which my entire garden is covered right now. We had a lot of really cold wind. This is the lightweight cover, which is all that I use. And this is 83 inches wide to go over our hoops. Hoops are available on our website. They're also available on sale. And we sell it in 3 sizes. It comes in a 20-foot, a 50-foot, and a 100-foot. $12.95, $26.95, or $42.95. And we have even longer rolls over on our website. So check that out, and you get 20% off of all of those when you use your 20% off coupon, right? Now, this is the weight bag that we use to hold the row covers down. And so this is a sandbag, basically, y'all, and you fill it with about 15 pounds of soil, gravel, or sand. And you can get a, how much are these? That's all right. 10 bags are $10.95, 25 bags are $24.95, or a 50 bag pack for $39.95, less 20%, y'all. And so this is the time to just really get stuff while it's in stock and while it's available. Now, I want to just remind everybody to be entered into the giveaway. Hit the white box that Susie has brought up there, and that we'll pull that very last at the end here. And so I want to now just, I always talk about buying flower seeds when you meet the flower. When you find out about a flower, that's when you need to stop and get your seeds so you don't forget. So storing seeds is really important. These are desiccant packs. This is what absorbs moisture. So we always include these when we're storing seeds. You can get a 2-pack for $2.95 or a 10-pack for $9.95. And you know, friends, you know that I start all of the seeds that we start here on the farm are the same seeds from the same shelves that you're starting from. Literally, we place an order and it gets brought here to the farm. And I absolutely love starting the same seeds that you're starting. To know what your experience that you're having it, right? From counting the seeds that are in the packs to germination rates, the whole enchilada, right? And just remember, we still have a few of those mystery seed grab bags. That means it doesn't tell you what seeds are in there, but all of our seeds are just the stuff that I grow, right? They're 70% off. I guess you get to take 20% off them too, right? Holy cow, y'all. That's a great deal. And so we have regular vegetable seed grab bags. They're $8.91 for how many packs is that? 6? Holy cow. Less 20%. And then we also have some jumbo, means the seed packets have more seeds in them. We have jumbo warm season flour. Is that flour or vegetable, you think? Flour seeds. And the jumbo 6-packs are $23.31 for 6 jumbo packs of seeds, less 20%, y'all. That's the deal of a lifetime, right? And also, this is our garden vegetable planner. What a great gift to give somebody, a grab bag of veggies, seeds, and this you just move this to your frost dates and it tells you when to start, when to plant. No matter where you live, there's a fall and a spring side. This is an amazing piece of information. Now,
They could do the veggie grab bag and the card, the
for
planner.
almost 10, you know, so what she's saying is the veggie planner and a grab bag veggies. I mean, like you're talking 10, 12 bucks or something for both of them. What a great gift to give somebody. All right, so our seed collections are a great way to give a gift or for yourself. Each one includes a suggested plan and additional information. The cool flowers, they're $22.95, which is already a discounted price, right? Because it's in a collection. And so this is the cool flower one. That is all stuff that can be direct sown. There's what the suggested plan looks like. So you can get that. And then, of course, the Planet Pink, which is the story of that is back when I had breast cancer. And it has a really fun plan on the back. So that's a really fun warm season collection. As well as this is our go-to. This is the cut flower seed collection. These are the workhorses of our farm. And again, it shows you get a plan, and then inside this paper here is even more information. So it's a great way to get somebody started. A collection plus a book. What a great way to plant a gardener, right? And then we have the sunflower seed collection, which is great for bird watchers as well as people cutting for flowers.
And Susan just said, just received my mystery seeds, ordered the sunflower, cool, and warm season seed. It was fun to see what I got. Lots of fun seeds.
Oh, that's awesome. Isn't it kind of nice to have somebody else pick out the seeds for you? And then this is our sunflower succession kit. Now, first off, this was a bargain regular price, which it was normally, it's $69.95, which is a discount from buying this. Each pack has 200 seeds in it. They're individually packaged. And now they're 20% off more than that, y'all. And so the collections are a great way to start a gardener. Now, y'all, this is the last flowers of the year for my garden. These are those buds you saw last week that were tight, right? And so this, oh, do you have it separate? Okay. So this is the bouquet mix. And notice they're just smaller at this time of the year, right? Totally love these. These are going in my house. Sunflowers just never go out of style. And then this is the peach Pro Cut.
And we forgot to mention that the grab bags are not included in the 20% off coupon because they're already 70% off.
Okay, so they aren't 20% off that price. They're actually 70%. So thank you, Jessie. I did not know that. Sorry. And so this is the peach. This is an awesome color. And so we'll be starting our sunflowers before long. If you're in the club, you know we do that together every week. And just such a fun crop for gardeners to grow, as well as flower farmers. You cannot do without them. And so, friends, I want to talk just a minute about this. Is our rooster peppers that we had custom grown for us. It was a hand-selected variety for its cut flower qualities. We cut tons of this during the summer, but many of us make these amazing wreaths to sell in fall markets. And let me just tell you a little test I did. So I've heard from growers that people can't get enough of these wreaths, but we experienced it yesterday. I made us another one of these wreaths and used it in the TGW staff swap gift yesterday. Well, guess whose gift was the hottest yesterday? It was that darn rooster pepper. Everybody wanted it. And I'm talking to you, flower farmers. You need to get that seed while it's still available. We did not have it grown this year. Because we still have stock. Get those seeds and grow a ton to make wreaths for late season sales next year. So friends, it's time to wrap it up. Stick around for my Q&A. That'll start in just a minute here. And I just want to remind everybody, that the coupon is still good over on our big website, TAKE20, where you'll also find so many free resources. Under free resources, you're going to find Want to Be a Flower Farmer. That page at the very bottom has a link to go to the calendar I was talking about that I use. It has videos, there's blogs, and there's podcasts. We have 2 podcasts. I host Field and Garden, and then Lane and I host Seed Talk. And last week's episode was 5 great gifts for gardeners. So there's lots of great stuff. This Wednesday, you'll find me hosting over on Instagram for Ask a Flower Farmer. So I hope to see you over here. And remember to come back next Friday, because next Friday, we are getting ready, thinking about, because the first thing I do in January, y'all, the first week is we're back starting seeds. Next week is all things soil blocking. So if you need help and inspiration in that department or just learning about it, join us and please tell a friend about that. And so, friends, it's time to award our $25 store credit, and we have a winner. And it is Karen Baker. Karen, I hope you are here. Give us a shout out in the comments, and the team will be dropping that credit right into your cart in just a few minutes. And so, friends, stick around for my live Q&A, or thanks for joining us, friends, and I'm glad that you were here today. All right, so let's look at a couple of questions. North Central Texas, Zone 8B, I'm 8A. Direct sown bachelor buttons are about 3 inches tall and starting a 3rd row of leaves. Can I thin and transplant them when we have a week of warm weather, or do I need to wait until early spring to move them? I have never had much success at all with trying to transplant those plants that are direct sown, that are particularly growing well, like it says yours are. So we just thin them, and you just have to know that's what it requires, right? And I wouldn't do it until very early spring, which for me, probably like you, is probably in late February, early March. So I would just leave them be, and when they start to really get to growing, that's when we go in and thin them, and you just pull them out and toss them. They are not well established. I mean, if you think about the whole cool flower concept is getting the plants in the ground to be established to hit spring. Well, you transplant them wrecks that, right? So that's just part of it. So that's what I would do. The snapdragons I planted in fall are bent over from the last snow. Will they still grow in the spring? Yes, they will still grow. And if that particular stem doesn't straighten up or is really bent, you're just going to cut that at ground level, like where you would make the cut. You know, it says in the Cut Flower Handbook, it tells you exactly where to make the cut on every single flower variety, and that helps it to grow more. So that right now, those crooked stems are anchoring that plant and those roots that are in the ground. So you don't want to do that now. Just leave it be And when your very early spring comes, which is 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost, that's when we start uncovering sometimes, start doing a little hand weeding and observing. And once they start to grow, that's when you make that cut if you need to. How long does the soil mix last? I used it last in May of 2024. If it is dry, it lasts forever. I mean, we store it in our warehouse is tempered, like it's 60 to 65 degrees. This building is about the same. But the key is that you allow it to dry out, meaning you don't ever store it wet in a closed container, so indefinitely. How many plants to make the rooster pepper wreath? What a great question. So I will tell you that, that I probably had enough rooster peppers to make probably 4 or 5 of these, based on how many we used all during the season for other reasons, and we have them all over this building here. And so I had 2 rows, 16 feet long, and they were spaced 12 inches apart in all directions. So what is that? 32 plants. And that's not much, you know, and they were in a pretty tight, they were in my Joe beds, those raised beds that I have. They are, you pinch them when you plant them, and they really branch beautifully. All right. I love the Bio 360 idea, but do you need to use drip irrigation with it? What a great question. So it's not perforated. Water cannot get through except where the hole is, where the plant is. It is definitely beneficial to have irrigation underneath. And I think the biggest misconception about irrigation is it is nothing. Buying from true irrigation suppliers for farms is so much less expensive than what people think, and so easy to do. It's nothing like lawn stuff. The 2 companies that I love is DripWorks and Berry Hill, and you can check out their websites, and they have kits, and it's very inexpensive, and it puts the water where it needs to be, and that makes the Bios 360 a dream come true. So for
Rarely use our irrigation.
Oh, wait a minute. I haven't started my seeds yet. Do I just start them and wait until later to put them in the ground? So I'm guessing you're talking about cool flowers. And so we've kind of stopped starting seeds this time of the year. I want December off. But also, the next window of opportunity for planting cool flowers that's coming fast is very early spring. And that's 6 to 8 weeks before your last spring frost. You should have transplants ready to go in the ground on that date. And so for most of us, that is, you know, starting seeds in early January. So that's when we get started. So friends, thanks so much. And don't forget, use this coupon code or you're not going to get your discount. And it's good until Sunday midnight. And we have something for everybody on